Most people over 50 believe the answer to muscle loss is simple: eat more protein. But here is what the research actually shows. Your muscles may be ignoring the protein you are already eating. There is a specific nutrient that can help restore your body's response to exercise. And it is not protein, it is an amino acid called leucine. Leucine. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to use it. Quick note before we start: I review scientific research. I am not your doctor. This content is for educational purposes only. Here is what no one tells you about muscle loss after 50. It is not about how much protein you eat. It is about something researchers call anabolic resistance. In plain English, your muscles become harder to switch on. The same amount of protein that built muscle at 30 barely registers at 60. This is why so many people over 50 do everything right. They eat protein, they lift weights, and still, the muscle disappears. The signal is being ignored. The question is not how much protein you eat. The question is whether your muscles can hear the signal. Here is what the evidence actually says. I will show you 3 research findings that every adult over 50 needs to understand. And reason number 3 is the one that connects directly to the medication we discussed last time. Reason number 1. The trigger. Leucine is the specific amino acid that acts as the switch for muscle protein synthesis. When leucine binds in your muscle cell, it activates a pathway called mTOR, the exact pathway we discussed in the metformin video. Dr. Gabrielle Lyon, a leading expert on muscle and longevity, has emphasized this pathway as central to maintaining muscle after 50. A 2026 network meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Nutrition confirmed that leucine-rich proteins directly stimulate this pathway, amplifying the post-exercise muscle-building response. But here is the critical detail. The trigger only produces its full effect when combined with resistance training. Leucine provides the signal. Exercise turns it on. Reason number 2. The threshold. An analysis of data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. Over 4,000 adults aged 50 and older found that grip strength was significantly higher in people who consumed at least 25 grams of protein per meal on 2 or more occasions per day. The key words: per meal. Because your muscles need a leucine threshold, roughly 2.5 to 3 grams, at each meal to trigger the switch. Reason number 3, the reversal. And reason number 3 is where this gets personal. This is where the research gets most interesting. The same evidence shows that anabolic resistance is not permanent. When older adults combine resistance training with a leucine-rich source, the muscle-building response is partially restored. The switch is not broken. It just needs a stronger signal. And the exercise is what delivers it. The research shows the response is partially restored, not guaranteed. But here is the part that most health advice gets wrong. It is not about eating more protein. It is about eating the right trigger, at the right time, in the right amount. Strategy number 1. The threshold. Aim for 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal. 1 scoop of whey protein delivers it. So does a chicken breast. So do 3 eggs. And combine it with resistance training 2 to 3 times per week. The research is clear. The threshold works best when the muscle is asked to respond. Strategy number 2. The timing. Consume your leucine-rich meal within the window after exercise. Research shows the post-exercise muscle-building response is amplified when leucine is present. Strategy number 3. The consistency. Reach the threshold in 2 to 3 meals per day, not one big protein dinner. The NHANES data was clear. The benefit appeared in people who hit the mark on 2 or more occasions per day. If this science-backed approach makes sense to you, hit subscribe. We publish a new evidence-based protocol every week. And here is something most people do not know. This is the same pathway the metformin research pointed to. Some research suggests the medication may reduce part of the signaling response in certain contexts. Leucine provides the signal, and exercise turns it on. A growing body of research points in the same direction, and that is not a coincidence. 3 takeaways. The trigger is leucine. The threshold is 2.5 to 3 grams per meal. And the timing is around your workout. Which of these 3 will you try this week? Comment threshold, timing, or consistency. I read every comment. In our next video, we will explore a common breakfast habit that researchers have found may be accelerating muscle loss after 50, and the simple swap that fixes it. Subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss it. I will see you in the next one.